I want to focus on right now. Dr. McBride, I know you have some teenagers in your house, but one of the headlines that really stood out to me this week was after more than a year of the coronavirus, kids can dance at the prom. And it just, I don't know why, but that just got to me. So I think, we're taking a look at the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut specifically. But really, we see these restrictions changing over time, and we know that not all of the kids, will be vaccinated by the time the prom comes around.
That's right. And as Dr. Griffin said, these vaccines are extraordinarily effective. It's going to be another triumph of modern medicine when we can vaccinate 12 and 15-year-olds. I have a 15-year-old who's chomping at the bit to get her vaccine and enjoy the vaccinated freedom that her older brothers are on the way to having. So when you think about activities for these youngsters, we have to remember that being outside is always safer than being inside. In fact, the CDC this week acknowledged the clear evidence that outdoor transmission is very, very small. So if I was advising a school or on having a prom, I would recommend having it outdoors because, of course, not everyone will have had access to the vaccine by the time prom rolls around. But let's also acknowledge the fact that the more people who are in the midst of an unvaccinated adolescent, the safer that adolescent is. In other words, the definition of herd immunity is when you vaccinated enough people that they can't transmit, or they're less likely to transmit to the unvaccinated prom goer, for example.
Right, and let's take a look at that herd immunity. I know we were looking at some of the numbers, and obviously you have in there also the people that did actually get COVID, and then you add in those people who have been vaccinated. But where is that number? Right now, we're saying that 30% of the U.S. is fully vaccinated. So that herd immunity is going to come, though, somewhere, Dr. Griffin, between that 70 to 85%. How do we get there?
I think we're actually really well on the road. Like, I think everyone can be optimistic when they're listening this morning. We are doing about 3 million vaccinations a day. I mean, that's just tremendous if you think about it. Start doing that. It's 100 million vaccinations a month. We are moving very quickly towards that number, right? There's only about, say, 300 to 400 million people in the United States. When you're doing 100 million a month, you can do the math. We're getting there pretty quick. We're hearing that as of July 1st, we expect so much to open, if not completely, right? In New York City, they're saying full. So we are marching really quickly towards there.